Well, what's going on, Workforce? Brian here.
Chris here.
And today we're going to change it up a little bit. Today we're going to do a little bit of reaction content in terms of reacting to Asmongold's reaction. Reaction Inception Wednesday. It's not going to be a thing unless it ever becomes a thing. So guys, hit that subscribe button and like button, and we're going to dive in. Chris, do you have any thoughts? Because you've seen this. Like, I have not seen this. We thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of like change it up here on a Wednesday. Like, is there anything I need to know before going in? Am I going to be offended?
He uses language we don't usually use on Work to Game.
Okay, that's good to know.
People who play 14 and don't know who he is. He's a big WoW creator whose community likes to meme on 14 and make fun of things that they don't play as kind of a running joke. And so his chat likes to make fun of him. But actually, many of the people who are not as verbal in their chat or don't type in all caps, so it's not as easy to catch. When he references something in 14, they'll say things like, "Oh, what's Reaper? Oh, well, that's the newest job," and they play both.
Yeah.
They're just not as ready to like go post as loudly. And then yeah, I don't think he has any intention of ever playing 14, nor should he have to.
So on that note, if you guys don't like this video, come back tomorrow. We got Larry Czar, and we're going to be doing a collab with him, especially as it relates to Final Fantasy XIV. So hopefully, whether you like this video or not, note that we've got some stuff. Well, we're going to be filming it Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
By the time they're watching this video, yeah, well, no, the video will probably be live on Thursday or something like that. So if they're watching this when it's published, they can come hang out and watch it live Wednesday afternoon, or they can come watch it back here up on YouTube, etc. So let's go ahead and cut over. I'm going to do a little countdown. We're doing a test of how we can co-stream and co-react to this content. So wish us luck. Let's go ahead and dive in. So I'm hitting play in 3, 2, 1, play. And I'm not having any audio for some reason. Let me unmute. Okay.
I know I'm going to regret this.
He says he knows he's going to regret this.
Such a good trailer.
Oh, dude, hands down.
Such a good trailer. I mean,
100%. He didn't
Blizzard
even bother
and Square
liking
Enix
the video. I guess he
put out some great trailers. They do. It's easy to get hyped about these games if you're only basing it on the trailer.
This is so anime. This is so anime. Oh my god.
I'm going to pause for a second. So every time, obviously, clearly he has a problem with anime, right? Like, I don't know what it is, but his initial reaction, even like, I think when the first one I ever saw of his to compare history to history was when he reacted to Stormblood, which was very heavily influenced, very Asian influenced in that regard. So it's
Pandaria for you WoW people. There's the translation.
There's the translation. So, I don't know. Like, there's obviously, like, we all have our taste. For me, like, his critique of that, like, I'm like, yes, please, anime. Like, this is great. Like, I love the style. All right, I'm going to go ahead and play. 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh my god.
That music, dude, is so good,
It's a weeby Nazgul. How is that even possible? So I guess this is their whole world.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray. Its land.
We've seen a map before.
Yeah, is this their whole world?
That looks good. That does look cool.
That was such a cool stage reveal.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't know what we were looking at.
Yeah, we didn't. It's like, oh, wait, he's healing. What's this? What's that weapon?
I think this looks cool so far. Oh shit. I guess those are like abilities in game, right? I'm assuming so.
He's rocking the Dr. Pepper. I do like that. I can respect that from a fellow Texan.
You know. And I've had enough of this rot. Come on.
This is cool.
The game is so violent in trailers compared to actual game.
Yeah.
The star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet
Alright, this is badass. Like, all the rest of it's like, whatever,
Such a
right?
good dragon.
That's fucking bad. Let's get some more dragons in here.
Let's pause. All right. So his pro dragon stance tells me Heaven's Word. Like, if you like dragons, Heaven's Word. Now, one of the things I messed up on when we were watching my original reaction, I was like, oh, I guess that I'm thinking Tiamat. But no, this is a whole new first brood and Vamir. Anyway, I'm not going to be an expert on the name itself, but the fact that he's reacting and likes dragons, it's like hands down, that's where Heaven's Word shines. That's where a little bit, I think, of Shadowbringer shines. But I'm really excited to see where Endwalker goes and the relationships dragons have with it. The fact that he's excited about that says there's clearly something for everyone in this game. Do you have a follow-up thought, Chris, before I hit play again?
No, I mean, you regularly like dragons, and when you pick up WoW, you never make it to cap. Every time you've joined into the game, you never make it to cap, which would be the issue of any WoW player coming over, is what if they don't make it to cap? It's a long journey. And you regularly like dragons. And so as a longtime WoW player, I'm like, you're going to like this game. You're going to like this game. And then you stop before we get to all the dragons. There's a ton of dragons in WoW, like a ridiculous number of dragons. They start as like polygon pixelated as the Netherwing dragons as far as mounts go. But like by the time you get your Deathwing mount, which I don't even think is acquirable in game anymore, it's awesome. And there's so many different kinds. You have everything from like the Serpents of Pandaria to the Proto Drakes, which are some weird like hunchback thing. Like there's so many different types. I mean, Dragon Con is like a real thing. Like you can look that up. People like dragons.
I know people like dragons. All right, I'm in play. 3, 2, 1, play.
That's cool. What the fuck? This is what the Night King should have been.
It's all or nothing.
It is what the Night King should have been.
Oh yeah, I don't get that reference.
That's a Game of Thrones stuff.
Oh. The music, Born from Blood.
I feel like the music sucks.
Oh, what the F? Pause. He feels like the music sucks? All right, we're done. Oh my gosh, like here I am just like, yes, this music is pumping. He feels the music sucks. That's like, what would be that the second cardinal sin of
I mean, WoW
14?
doesn't actually have as like their music doesn't really stand out to me as well paired with each zone. Like it's good music, but you could take any other game with a similar zone and just plug it in.
Yeah.
And like the lyrics and everything in the 14 community can be so meaningful sometimes.
Right.
As far as like an extension of like telling that story.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where when we don't know what they're saying, it becomes like a meme video. That's how we get the Big Fat Tacos YouTube video, is it actually stands out when we don't know what it's saying, when we don't feel like it's expanding on the zone, and it becomes this whole, Big Fat Tacos meme where we all laugh at
Big Fat Tacos.
Ridiculous.
Big Fat Tacos. All right, we're in. Oh man, like I see that the Cardinal Sins of 14. It's, I guess, insulting the music and skipping story. Like the story thing can also be forgiven with New Game Plus, but man, like just and especially at the Born from Blood spot, like that's where like I was just
that Arthur's and like I don't think of Arthur's as a big story guy. Xenosys is not a big story guy, and they're kind of like the closest thing to Asmongold's in our community. They're big content creators. They spend a ton of time doing end game stuff. If you can't do the stuff they're doing, then just get better. Just get better, man. Go get good. And so, like, if you don't want to play story, don't play story.
Right.
I'll keep saying that every time somebody says that's a cardinal sin or whatever. You're fine. I'm
just saying, like, man, that hurts. That was the first thing he said. He could say 14 sucks up and down, left and right, but he was like, then like especially the part that I'm like, I just feel like my heart is just the blood's starting to pump. Born from Blood, and I'm like, and he's like, oh, it sucks. It's like, dude, like you haven't even. I don't. Anyway, all right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Not a fan of the music. Yeah, I'm not about it, man.
He's not a ballad,
like
man.
when they start playing rap music for like
not about it.
It's so dumb.
The stage is set. But will our heroes deign to play
Yeah, that's where I was like, oh, there's the site. I wouldn't expect him to know that.
Is that supposed to be like Sephiroth or something? I don't know.
He has no concept.
Tis as we feared. The respite afforded this land was but fleeting.
Furion J is my least favorite NPC.
Yeah.
Followed by Minfield. So.
I love this city, how it looks.
Good looking city.
Oh, yeah.
That looks actually pretty cool.
It's gorgeous.
That does look badass.
Yeah.
I like it. This is cool. Straight up, this does look cool.
He's so much louder than him.
Oh, yeah. I don't mind it. I don't mind that at all.
This star still has secrets to tell. Take care, my friend.
He doesn't like the cats.
He does not like the cats.
He does not like the cats, man. He's not gonna like this next part either. He doesn't like the cats. He's fine with the elf ears. It's the cat ears that take it too far.
It would.
They are very furry.
They are furry.
Like, compared to
ears.
how they look in actual game, they're very fluffy.
Must.
Do as you must then, but we scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
I wonder if something's ever going to come out with her eyes again. Oh, dude, one thing I didn't notice is the scythe is a gun scythe. It's got a cartridge on it.
Weapon. That's a badass weapon. I like that.
I mean, all these characters are meant to be something that, like, people who don't play the game are like, oh, I get the aesthetic. And all the people who do can be invested.
Yeah.
So if you don't know who any of those people are, it's just cosmetics.
Right.
It's not going to get a reaction.
See, like, those monsters are fucking badass.
They are.
I really like how they look. That's so cool.
Dude, that paladin blowing
Like,
that
half
thing
of
up
the
is...
aesthetic in this game sucks, and half of it I love.
That's an interesting... I'm going to pause for a second, please. I'm going to pause for a second. Half of the aesthetic he loves and half of it that like he hates or something like that. It's such... Like, does he have the same viewpoint of WoW? Like, is there certain thing... Like, wouldn't that be the same?
No, because he's invested in WoW.
Right, but isn't there like... Is there
You
a
don't
race?
like things about WoW that...
Right. Did he like... What did he think of the Pandarians? Like is there...
I mean, pandas are a little bit of a meme. Pandas specifically are a
Right.
little bit of a meme.
But
And they
it's
were
the-
introduced
yeah.
in like this weird, like, I don't have to pick a faction type way. And like, it was a super, super big departure for aesthetic, just like Stormblood was.
Right.
So pandas were like one of those things that there was a little bit of a time where like in open world PvP, like killing a panda was kind of one of those things. I was like, yeah, kill that freaking panda. So yeah, not a lot of people were big fans of pandas specifically.
So,
but there
I'm
are
saying,
other
yeah.
furry races.
Yeah.
They have Tauren. We have wolves at this point. We now have little foxes. There have been more bestial races where you've got Draenei, which are these like run around as goats and half goat people from Narnia. And you've got
Fawns, yeah.
yeah. And when it comes to this, like, oh, well, people want like scantily clad women in X game. And then you talk about WoW in 14 and you've got blood elves running around in the Saltstone set and you've got cat girls dancing in Limsa in their bikinis. It's like, those are the same things. People spend a lot of money on a market border auction house to put less clothes on their character because that's a thing that people do. I don't know.
Okay.
He also prefers like big jacked men. Like that's the aesthetic. He likes like a big ripped man, you know, that's what he's into. And so there's just a difference there.
That's a clip right there.
That he jokes about like he's not a big dude. And so like, he doesn't want to just be him, which that part I get. Like I play bestial races in games because I'm a human in life. I get to be a human all the time. I see a whole lot of them around me. Like I'm a Tauren in WoW. I am.
Yeah.
And I'm a Makote. I'm a cat in 14 because that's the most bestial race that existed when I joined the game.
Cool. Interesting. Anyway, all right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Like, that's badass, right? Like, look, I played Mark back in Smash. So that's basically like, you know, same thing. Wait, they fight on the moon? Wait, what? They're on the moon?
We're going to the moon, man. We're going to the moon.
I mean, it's a little bit of a meme.
Yeah.
We're going to the moon, boys. What? I just feel like, look.
So his reaction to the moon is not that
I'll
different
watch
than
the other parts of it.
mini
okay?
bars.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like whenever people put like really, really hardcore metal music to like Naruto running in his high school. I guess maybe I don't really understand it. And like that's actually like a good point, right? Is that like maybe I just don't really get it. But I feel like having the like some like pop track playing in the background with like some random guy singing just I think makes it so much worse.
I disagree.
Like if you had the right music for this, I think it would have sounded it would have been just way more fucking
what
badass.
the right
How do you feel about?
They have, like,
how do
really
you
cool
feel about?
things,
Have you
like
ever
the
seen
guy,
a picture of
like this
Darnassus
one right here,
burning?
this part's fucking badass. Like this,
Probably
see,
wouldn't
this
mean a
is the
lot to
kind
you.
of shit that would make me want to play the game. Like I see this, all right, fucking this guy, he's literally on the moon after fighting a dragon,
Yeah.
and he looks like Marth at the end of the match. It's, you know, it's fucking cool, right? But, bro, this,
He's laughing at our
I can't get into it, right? But that's what's so funny about it, is like half of it I feel like is just like super fucking cool. Like the dragon, dude. The dragon was so fucking
Yeah, the
cool.
dragon
Like, this
is
part
cool.
right here was so fucking badass. And so it's not like the game sucks or I hate the game or anything like that. But like at the same time, there's a lot of the parts of it that just aren't really like super appealing to me personally. Like this is so cool, man.
Yeah.
This is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Dragons are good.
That's why people play
Elves
dragons.
are bad.
Yeah.
yeah, that's basically it, right? It's like anything that originated on DeviantArt, keep it out of the game. And anything that originated from Frazetta, I want to see a lot more of that. The Endwalker Reaper reveal.
Oh, he's gonna do
this is a
Reaper
new
as well.
class, I'm
Okay,
guessing?
good.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I was like, I'm curious as to what he thinks about Reaper.
Square Enix gave a ban to that person that was advertising their art in game.
Yeah.
They don't totally disagree that we can't necessarily condone everything that people go draw in a fan art section.
Right.
Fan fiction is a thing that games and novels and movies get, and it's not always what the original author intended.
That's cool.
I love the colors of the scythe attacks.
That's cool.
We just don't know what they mean.
Well,
It looks cool, but like so do they.
by default, whenever they're building up for the avatar, it's blue, and then the avatar's got the red, and then when the avatar they consume the avatar, then their slices are red. So it's like
Is it red stripes as well? Yeah. Oh damn.
So is
yeah.
that a red mage
That's badass.
sub-rotation? Is that a Nokian
Yeah,
where you're
that-
keeping it up
that
like a
is
black
cool.
mage? Is that a
Could
dark
be.
knight thing?
This
Or
is
it
like
just
the
slow cooldown
BDO
and just kinda handles
Awakened
himself?
Warrior.
right, could be.
What's happening?
I like it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
like Reaper looks freaking amazing.
For sharing with Dragoon, I was
it's
actually
the
hoping for the
Argus
gear to be
Red Scythe. I never
tankier.
even thought of
Oh yeah, you think? Well, and they're only showing off the gear that's a part of like the AF set. Like here's the visual defining method, and then when you go into the main like gear game of it, I'm positive some way. It has that in that regards. There is just from a timing perspective, it looks like there is. Oh, he's looking at the male Vieira. Do we even want to bother watching that? Because I think I know where that's gonna go.
This is where he's going to talk about how I believe he prefers men to look.
I'll let you make that call because because if he doesn't like the Makote, like in that regards, like
Are you paused?
I'm paused right now. I'm right before he starts. Basically to skip ahead, like the male via reaction is essentially where we're about to jump into because
can
he
start
actually
the beginning.
the nice
You can
thing
start the
is he chapters his videos, which like I try to.
Yeah. He tried scrolling through my chapters because you put my chapters in on Gaming Kinda, and I don't do anything with them, and so they don't mean anything.
Right, they just don't mean anything.
They're placeholders to remind us to use a feature that YouTube added that we forget to use.
Yeah. All right. Let's do the male VR then. Let's go. Let's see what he says. Playing.
The end race male Viscera.
Viscera.
Okay, this is all right. Let's just get this out of the way.
I laugh, and that's mean to me.
He doesn't
because
look like he wants to
mispronounce
watch
things
it.
all the time. Oh yeah, I don't think he wants to. That's why I was like, why is he gonna watch that? Like I think that's only cringe content for him.
I like how these games, dude, man, like, you can't tell if it's a girl or a dude.
You and I didn't know right away.
Because they got these little
Benny called
girly
it.
bodies.
Yeah.
No,
We thought it was
for
a new
real.
class.
Like,
We thought it
if
was a new limited job.
If this is like a game that I would make, right? It's like the dudes would look like fucking He-Man and Arnold Schwarzenegger with like giant fucking two-handed guts great swords. You know,
some
fucking
big ripped men
Dragon
in his
Crusher
life,
great
man.
swords. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Like none of this little wimpy dick bullshit. All right, I'm like that in real life. I gotta probably start working out more because I'm so goddamn skinny.
I get it.
And so I see this in game. I'm like, man, I play video games to get away from this. How the fuck am I gonna see this now?
Comically large. That's what we do with our superheroes, man.
Right, yeah. The idealized
Dial it
version.
past the point of reality.
I didn't even see that this was a male for a while. And then it was like Benny called it, and I was like, holy crap.
Right there was where Benny called it.
Yeah. And it's like, holy crap, you're right.
Oh my god.
That would have been the first point I noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's zoom in on the face.
Oh my god.
I get that people are upset because of the lore, but like that's the same lore that's behind the male
They
Mikote.
said these weren't the same Viera as the other games.
Right,
when
but
they introduced the female.
But even with the male Viera, like male Mikote, it's similar lore. Like they're rare. You see them running around on the, like, all right. People get over
That's
it.
why I wish we had the allied race system from WoW, so that they could make things rare, make people go earn a race, go do something.
Oh, that'd be neat. That'd be really interesting.
They're not that hard to unlock. Go play a little. You're a first player. You can be one of the things that's available.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That'd be interesting. Unlockable races.
That's what they have in.
I do not.
That's what they have in
not
WoW. Is you
even
have allied
know
races that
what
are
to
added
say.
as they go, and they're not
This right
added
here,
for new
gentlemen.
players. But it's a little different because you're
This
creating a new
is-
character for other
This
classes,
is
as
what
opposed to
peak
we have one
performance looks
character
like.
that holds all of your
Listen,
classes.
I
So, it's just different.
understand. There's a lot of
So,
guys
I paused.
that you know they want to
Um,
be a little. They want to be.
Yeah, that was really. Yeah, it's interesting to see somebody who has a lot of World of Warcraft experience react to something they know nothing about.
Yeah, it's like if I was
right?
reacting to like whatever's the next expansion, I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh
if
my
I show
gosh.
you if we now watch the Shadowlands one together, you've played Shadowlands.
Mhm.
It's flashy, looks cool. I was excited
Yeah.
when that helmet broke. I was blown away.
I was like, what? Well, I mean, I was assuming they were
when
was
she
gonna
beat
put
the
it
Lich
on.
King back, which was a
Right.
big freaking deal in Wrath. Like, I was excited. But to you, it's like, yeah, so there's like a dude, he's sitting on a chair, loses his hat, she breaks his hat. Like, it's not that exciting
Right.
if you don't have any context.
Context is king. But at the same time, like I think one of the things that rings true to these games is there's a lot of different choice and option, you know, and so like that's the reason I brought up like Pandaria and the pandas, because I know and I've heard that through WoW players, like that was, oh gosh, the pandas, like we hate that.
I wonder if they planned on doing the female Viera and the male Roth, or the female Roth, way later, and they just didn't reveal it at the time because they were like, how do we get the widest reach early?
Yeah.
Instead of doing one race now, let's do half of two races now, and then we'll do the other halves later. I wonder if this wasn't the plan the whole time.
Could be.
You don't have to reveal the plan because there's an
Right.
advantage there, right?
Right. We talked about that.
If
in
your
our
plan
last
is to
video.
like deep clean your wife's car while she's, out of town with her family or whatever, and you're home for the weekend, and then you don't get to it, you're not going to be like,
Oops.
yeah, I was going to do this thing for you and I didn't. Like,
Oh,
you're not
yeah.
going to apologize. You're just going to keep your mouth shut.
Right.
So
Yeah, at the core of it, like I agree with him on his dragon stake. I think that's where Asmongold and I are aligned in absolutely like, oh, what do we like to see? But at the same time, like, all right, like if people want to play as a male Viera, or we called them honey buns on the stream today, like great, cool, it's a thing. Like that's like I don't know, I just don't find fault in that. Like I don't find fault in any of the races within WoW or these other games. Like they'll be like, oh, it's cool that somebody can do that. And Julie has the similar kind of view. My wife has a similar view as Asmongold, is playing the opposite of what they are in real life. And you've talked about that in like in terms of like Beast,
big jack
dudes, because it's
Yep,
it's like
yep.
she's a small little girl.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and so it's like, yeah, that's I understand that. Like I always thought that was interesting. So anyway, that's I think some fun.
I watched it live on stream. We watched all sorts of stuff live on stream during FanFest from
Yeah.
all sorts of creators. Had a blast. Watching reactions to this trailer is a good time. Go watch other people react. It's the closest we can get because we didn't get a physical place to go. We didn't get a physical convention this year because of everything. And so it's the closest you can get to hearing that person you don't know behind you cheer and scream or go, what? Which just adds to the depth. That is a form of, getting excited about maybe parts of the game that didn't excite you, or you kind of think something's cool, and then somebody behind you is like, yes, frick, yes.
Finally. Yeah.
Zeppela lost it over Vieira.
Yeah.
Zeppela's
reaction was fantastic.
Vieira's not my thing. Go watch Zeppela's. You'll be like, oh, well, I'm glad they added that.
Yeah. I'm glad for Zeppela in that regards, for sure. And so hopefully we'll get Chris to actually go and make some highlights for Game Club from his reaction. So Reactionception season is in full swing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. It's a little bit different kind of pace. Thought it'd be kind of interesting. I hadn't seen that yet. There's another video that we're supposed to watch of Asmongold. It's from some point in time where 14.
We've been sitting on it for a minute.
We've been sitting on it for a little while, but who knows? We'll go from there. Chris, any final thoughts before we wrap up this video?
No. Thanks to everybody that was part of FanFest. Thanks to everybody that's excited about FanFest. Even people outside the community, Exhibit A, to new players coming in, to longtime players, returners, the devs, which are just one of us when it comes to the fan section. Obviously, Soken is being seen as the ultimate fan at this point. Has given so much to the game, and we owe him a huge debt of gratitude. Even before the news that, and so just a huge thank you to everybody that cares for 14 to any degree, even memeing on it. It's a great year for 14.
It is. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Look forward to hopefully seeing some more stuff from us later this week. We got some good plans, some fun collabs for you guys that hopefully you look forward to and enjoy. But we'll wrap it up for Work to Game. My name's Brian.
My name's Chris.
Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you have a fantastic day, and we hope to see you next time. But until then,
have a whale of a time.
Have a whale of a time.